Okay, here we go. This is my fifth game for the Monster Train League, and I grab an early Sketches of Salvation. It's not actually. I'm not sure at this point if that's going to be my win condition. Melting Remnant has a lot of trash units, but at least it's low Covenant level, and I can probably remove them all. I decide that I'm going to set up on the top floor because I wanted to play the 3-cost spell, and there was no guarantee of drawing a train steward to tank for me. My middle floor quickly gets demolished, but that's okay. And again, I still have no tank for Tethys, which is slightly problematic, as he has 3 hit points, or she has 3 hit points. I take the gamble that I'm going to draw another train steward in time. But if I don't, I'll just take a little pyre damage. But I draw one, that's fine. I do take pyre damage, but not nearly as much as if the boss got through. So I grab the ice tornado there. In hindsight, I probably should have grabbed the offering token. I already had 2 offerings. Just thinking I'd do a lot of damage to protect that middle lane from sketches. Grab the burnout unit there. I have burnout extenders, and she's just got pretty good base stats. It's way better than the units I have, so I just start removing as many units as possible. It's not what I was looking for, but it's better than what I had. So I grabbed the unit draft here because I really want that sketches floor to have some better units. And I feel like I can handle the extra 4 damage at this point. And unlike the first challenge, I am able to get at least a train steward tank for me. I throw in the that unit there. I probably should have just Titan's Tooth the bottom floor, but it doesn't matter since that unit I picked up was strong enough anyway. I grab that to trigger the offerings and reform in case the units I do pick up are reform. Grab a big sludge since they're gonna be units dying on the middle floor on both sides, and dupe it. So now I'm just trying to remove everything. I'm grabbing more units than I need because the idea is whatever unit that I have extra, I will have tank for Tethys. And here I'm really contemplating, there are a lot of good options there. So that's the Heaven's Aid. There are one of the unit triggers could be revenge, give attack to everybody on the floor. So I was thinking that if I had that unit and then I duplicated it, all 4 units in the middle floor would be getting revenge triggers, which could add up to a lot of damage and could mean that I don't have to spend that much time on fights. But in the meantime, I had extra units, so I wasn't worried about missing it in the meantime. And here my big sludge is taking the beating here. Only 30 health, but does a ton of damage. But Daedalus already getting really low even before the 98 attacker hits him, so it was a pretty smooth fight. Nothing to pick up there. I grab another Titan Sentry, so now I have 2 big sludges, 2 Titan Sentries, I don't really feel like I need capacity since I'm gonna just have one unit with Tethys and 4 in the middle floor. So I just start removing the junk here. I do eventually want to remove the Frozen Lances as well. I need to give HP to all of my potential tanks here. I give it to the Big Sludge because he's gonna have a big attack number, and so the Frost Shark dying is not as a big a deal. But I want, if in case the Big Sludge is in front, I want him to last as long as possible. So I'm starting to see here, I just need to do more unit removals. I do kind of regret the Ice Storm there, since I can't trigger it from offering based things. Just trying to stack up Frostbite, but plenty to kill the boss. I could have picked up Frenzied Swarm there to trigger the Titan's teeth. I do not get the Big Sludge I was looking for. It's endless, which is pretty good, but I'm hoping to keep him alive since all the rage goes away when he dies. So I just want some more health upgrades. I think the actual offense is not bad already. I noticed the big stone after I left the shop there. So now I have all the units I need. I have 2 big sludges and 2 Titan sentries that are really strong. So that's only 4 units. I have the lady that's pretty good, but not for the final fight. And I plan on duping one of my 4 strong tanks so that Tethys has a tank. But I still need to get back the big sludge from the Heaven's Aid, which I don't get till after this fight. Yeah, and I set up on the top floor, obviously, since the stealth units couldn't be targeted. And with the AoE from this boss, having just only tanks pays off pretty well. Grab Silence, I think that's kind of maybe an underrated card. I see a lot of people skip on it when it solves a lot of problems, potential problems later, and it doesn't take up your draw once you draw it. So I have a couple targets for the big stone, large stone. So now I have all 4 units fully upgraded. Unfortunately, I do not have the dupe here, so Tethys is on her own. And I can't play her because the rage person decided that Tethys can't be played turn 1. And I play her anyway. I, I decided that it's not worth the hassle of having to wait any longer. And the middle floor is going to do the job just fine. And really, I'm reforming Tethys here not because I wanted her to be able to attack, but I wanted to be able to trigger the Titan's Tooth, so I was just playing out all the cards. And easy fell fight, if a bit long. Endless there was kind of a backup plan, I guess. I was thinking that I already have an endless tank, so I could make Tethys endless, and that means I could play him on another floor if things go poorly. And Titan's Gratitude there, I was making 0 cost so I can play out my hand, and then still guaranteed trigger Titan's Tooth and do good chunk of damage. At this point, this is one of the longer runs, and considering it is a Sketches of Salvation run, which has the potential to be really fast, I know it's not going to be a good time. But it's an okay time. Miss on the Titan's Gratitude there. That middle floor is something to be reckoned with. Grab Crushing Demise here. It's kind of a safety valve. Can play it on the top floor if things manage to get through. And Frozen Lance at this point is not really doing anything at all. I duped the Endless Big Sledge. In hindsight, I probably should have duped one of the other units. Endless is not... I don't need 2 Endless tanks. So I could have gotten one of the bigger health or bigger damage units. And I don't even get the Endless tank on the bottom anyway. Very little leaking through. Which is actually kind of not the best, since those big sledges want to get those harvest triggers. Throw Crushing Demise up there just so I can guarantee that a second Titan's Tooth is played. and realizing that Crushing Demise is pointless in this fight, other than taking up card draw. Oh, there, I had to use. And does not make it past the kill floor. Even if it did, it would have plenty of frostbite, but time is over 15 minutes, which, if you've seen Sinus's video, I think is labeled Game 2. This was not a good one for me. I've lost a lot of my lead on this game,